Hi, my name is Lloyd Chapman, and I'm the president and founder of the American Small Business League. And I'm going to talk to you real quick about the Comprehensive Subcontracting Test Program. I think that's the biggest scam in the history of the Pentagon. So that was adopted a quarter of a century ago. And in a quarter of a century, the Pentagon has refused to release any of the subcontracting reports submitted under the Comprehensive Subcontracting Test Program. And I'm pretty confident that's because it'll show the Pentagon has lied to Congress and the American people and cheated the middle class and cheated small businesses out of, at this point in time, well over $1 trillion. And I launched a national program to block the renewal of the Comprehensive Subcontracting Test Program. And in 2004, the GAO investigated the program and found no evidence that the Comprehensive Subcontracting Test Program had ever increased subcontracting opportunities for small businesses. Excuse me. In the chairman's mark of the House version of the 2015 National Defense Authorization Bill, it said, however, after nearly 25 years since the original authorization of the program, the test program has yet to provide evidence that it meets the original stated goal of the program. So when they adopted it in 1990, they said it was to increase subcontracting opportunities for small businesses. Well, clearly it did just the opposite. It eliminated all transparency. It eliminated all publicly available information that could be used to track a contractor's compliance with their small business subcontracting reports. It eliminated the small business subcontracting plan, the quarterly subcontracting reports, the annual subcontracting reports, and the liquidated damages clause. My dad was a federal employee. He worked for the CIA and for Army intelligence, and when he retired, he was a contracting officer for the Air Force. And he told me that when the government entered into a contract with a prime contractor in a contract, they actually put money in the contract for them to give to small businesses because they knew that it cost more to buy from a small business than a large business, but that it was better for the economy to buy from a small business. So they actually put the money into the contract. And that's the reason that they passed the liquidated damages law that says if you don't hit the small business goal, you've got to pay the penalty in the amount of the deficiency. So if the government gives you $1 million to give to small business, you just do 500. They want the other 500 back, right? So that makes sense. So I hired Professor Charles Tiefer to take a look at the Comprehensive Subcontracting Test Program. And Professor Tiefer is the nation's leading expert on federal contracting law. And he said, I'm quoting, "The program is a sham, and extension will be seriously harmful to the vital opportunities for small businesses to get government contracting work. There is no doubt in my mind the Comprehensive Subcontracting Plan Test Program has significantly reduced subcontracting opportunities for small businesses. It should not have gotten its 25 years of extension as a never-tested test program. Let it expire." That's from the nation's leading expert on federal contracting law. So the GAO says it doesn't increase subcontract opportunities for small businesses. The House of Representatives says it doesn't increase subcontract opportunities for small businesses, right? And Tiefer says it's hurting small businesses. And clearly, when they adopted it and removed all transparency, it was designed to create a loophole that allowed prime contractors to ignore federal contracting law. And so this is detrimental to America, our economy, the future growth of our economy. It shouldn't be renewed. I'm really proud, by the way, of my quote here, the last of the press release. I'm just going to read it. "The Comprehensive Subcontracting Plan Test Program is one of the biggest anti-small business scams in the history of the Pentagon. The very idea of eliminating all transparency and penalties for prime contractors, see if that increases subcontracting opportunities for small business, is a staggering example of Pentagon fraud. The fact that Congress has renewed this program for 25 years is insane. The idea that President Obama and Congress could renew this program into its 28th year of testing is the absolute pinnacle of corruption in Washington." That's what I think about it. So, excuse me. Federal law mandates that a minimum of 23% of all contracts go to small businesses because U.S. Census Bureau data show that small business are responsible for over 90% of the net new jobs, half the private sector workforce, half the gross domestic product, and there's 28 million small businesses. And I think it's fair that the small businesses that create 90% of the net new jobs should get 23% of the contracts, that still leaves 77% for the large businesses that only create 10% of the net new jobs. So I view the Small Business Act that mandates that 23% of all contracts go to small businesses to be the most efficient, effective economic stimulus program in U.S. history. So the Comprehensive Subcontracting Test Program has cheated America for 25 years. I think anyone that's been associated with it should be ashamed of themselves. You're participating in a program that has cheated America, hurt our economy, and damaged the middle class and stifled economic growth in America. You should be ashamed of yourself. So this program should not be renewed. It should be completely eliminated as soon as possible. And I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am suing the Pentagon under the Freedom of Information Act to force them to release the subcontracting reports that prime contractors have submitted on this Comprehensive Subcontracting Test Program. And guess what? They don't want to turn loose of it. I wonder why. Gee, if it increases subcontract opportunities for small business, let us see it. Show us what a great job you guys are doing. But yeah, no. In 25 years, no one has seen any evidence that this program has helped small businesses. Clearly, it's an anti-small business program, and it needs to be eliminated. I'm Lloyd Chapman with the American Small Business League. Thank you.